So for the Hurley Pots, please make sure that everybody signs up. We have what's called Hurley Pot teams, so that each of our designers in the class has a list of what you need to sign up. We're hoping to have 4 people, extra people on a pot.
The Hurley Pot project is a big project that we're undertaking. We got over 100 pots that we got to plant downtown, a lot of plants. Comes with its ups and downs, but to be part of something that helps the community like that is a great experience, and to share it with the people here, it's even better.
Students were really excited about doing this project because they had an opportunity to work with the city in collaboration with the city employees and the downtown, as well as our program. Our idea is that they thought the Hurley Pots was a great idea, and we call it the Hurley Pots Project. So they have a chance to do everything from the original planting, the designs, the growing, and now they're going to go down and install them. We're making a list of all the tools we need. We need shovels, we need rakes, we need anything brooms to clean the areas up. Anybody have any questions? Project started out with actually the designers in landscape design 2. One of our students actually made a template, and then the class met downtown, and everybody got an assignment as to how many pots they were actually in charge of designing. Then we came back here, we took the template, everybody had to do a color render drawing of what they had, an idea of what they're going to do in the Hurley Pots.
Visualization is a very important skill for a landscape designer. As a kid, I enjoyed going to botanical gardens with the parents, and then in the military, I was stationed overseas in Europe for 6 years. And I got to visit a lot of palaces and castles that have these just ridiculous, gardens and whatnot. So I get to kind of re-visualize all that stuff when I'm designing, to kind of pull from to what I can do or potentially try to imprint on a design for a customer, a school, or whatever. So.
Started the plants in landscape design 2. We designed them, we had lists of plants. We're going with the regular design for the fillers, thrillers, and spillers, where you have one plant that's tall and upright and really dramatic, and then we have the fillers, which fill in the area with green or foliage, and then the spillers, which spill over the pot and kind of create a nice cascade effect.
Then we actually made an inventory and grew the plants to match what the students had selected. Then after so that's landscape design 2 class. Then we went to greenhouse operations and plant propagation, and both those classes were involved in starting the plants, growing the plants, transplanting the plants, making cuttings, whatever we needed to do to fill those pots. Then as we moved on, greenhouse operations and the other classes began to plant them. So we moved in areas where everybody that was involved in the program had an opportunity to get their hands in the Hurley Pot plantings. And so we've got the designs, we've got 86 pots planted at this moment, so that we can go just take those down and drop them in place and plant around them. And as they grow, they're going to start spilling over the edges of the pots. But we need so we're going to plant according to crews. Please make sure you sign up. When we go downtown, we're meeting early in the morning, and we're going to go down, and each student has an assignment of how many pots they have to do. And we've divided all the students in the building up into crews. The crews will work with the designer who designed them, so that they can go ahead and plant what their design is.
All right, so we're gonna throw there, put this, put there. Well, today we're working on the Hurley Pots downtown, trying to make all these look real good for the up and coming things coming downtown.
Get one more in there, that'll be good.
Yeah, I would say putting the installation is my favorite part.
Oh, I think the citizens and the public downtown are going to love the Hurley Pots. Our designers, our professor, everybody that helps, everybody here has a great understanding of plants and how they need to be, and we all know how to make it great.
You'll see a little bit of pinks, you'll see a little bit of reds, but you'll really notice that there's a little bit of purple, there's a little bit of green, and a little bit of yellow in each pot.
Right now we've got some geraniums, we've got some purple potato vine, we have fountain grass, some coleus.
It's going to do a couple things to the community other than just being new plants. It's going to bring a lot of life, a lot of color to the city. And I know the Dogwood Festival is coming up right after we plant them, and that's going to really liven up that. I hope the thousands of people love it as much as we do. I'm almost dead sure they will. And I'm just glad I can be a part of it.
Feels good to get the name out for the program. We have little signs that are going to be planted in these so people can see them when they walk by them.
It's a big undertaking that we took over, and the ups and downs that came with it. It's a lot of coordination that comes with it, trying to get people in the right areas and all the moving of the plants from a seed to a giant plant. It's a very, very long, tedious process behind the scenes that no one really sees. But it's really fulfilling when you see a seed turn into a plant and you get to share it with the community.
You know, being a part of the Hurley Pot Project makes me feel like I give back to the community. It gives team building. I've met a lot of good people here, people from all different races, different cultures. So I like the team building aspect. With me being prior military, it gives me part of being a part of a family. So that gives back here, gives back to the community, and it just makes everything grow.
Being that I usually go downtown to have a glass of wine every now and again, and you see the Hurley Pots, and I'm like, oh, you know, they need to do something with it. So when Dr. Pouchet offered this to us, I was like, okay, that'll be good. We can give something back to the community, put our little spin on it, and just something beautiful to look at while you're downtown, sucking in downtown Fayetteville.
You know, that's gonna really touch my heart to see somebody walk by, because when we go downtown and I go and I take my grandchildren, because I have 2 grandchildren, and they'd be like, oh, wow, Grandma, look at that beautiful flower. I can go say, look, Grandma was a part of this project, and I can show them on there, look, we planted this, we planted that, and actually we can go back home myself and we can do little projects as well, and I can be a proud saying, look, I have some heritage here in the city as well. So I'm very proud to be part of the project and to show my stance here with the FTCC program as well.
So as we work through, we're hoping that this collaboration with the city will continue on, because we saw, when we were walking downtown, we saw some great areas that we'd like to be involved with, and I believe that from our work with the employees that we've talked to, they're excited about working with us.